is that it should be silent. And then others strongly believe in music. You can find yoga playlists out there. I go both ways. I usually don't play the music when I'm teaching, but I play it if I'm practicing on my own. So welcome everybody. Take just a moment here. Come into the seated position. Now your legs could be, tucked under each other or one slightly in front of the other, whichever feels best to you. We'll start here just with a minute, not like yin, but just for about a minute. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Let it out. Shrug your shoulders. Do a little jig a little bit, right? Just kind of come into your body. And then bring your awareness into your glutes, into your sits bones, into the back part of your pelvis. Allowing yourself to connect in with the earth. Your tailbone slightly curled under here. Begin to lengthen up through the spine. Feel yourself grow a little bit taller through the crown of the head. Imagine your head sitting center over your shoulders. And then your head is centered over your spine, over your tailbone. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Engage your back muscles. Feel that strength come into your back muscles. You're opening your chest slightly. Engage through the back of your spine. Your abs are going to kind of automatically start to engage. And then lift your pelvic floor muscles. Feel that strength come up through your pelvic floor muscles. And take a moment just to kind of notice how it feels to set here now versus when you first sat down. So we're engaged, right? Our core is engaged. Take about 3 breaths here, trying to hold on to this engagement, this strength. Feel your torso expand in all directions as you inhale. And then it collapses, right? Comes in as you exhale. One more time. Inhaling. And exhale. And on the inhale, bring the palms of your hands together. Lift your thumbs to your heart. This is where I invite you to set your how. How are you going to respond in this class, this evening, this day, tomorrow? We always get to choose how we react to things. We can kind of set up our how right now, right? Somebody's throwing us lemons, we make lemonade. And on your next exhale, just let your chin bow to your chest. As you inhale, we'll reach the arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers, open the palms to the ceiling. Big stretch up, try to stay engaged through your core. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see me here. On an exhale, gently arch forward. And hold. Really kind of rounding your back here, pushing your arms away. And then on your next inhale, we'll just straighten the back, let the hands come forward, parallel to the ground. Push them away right here. Nice and strong. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, let your hands come behind your back. Take your feet, plant your feet on the floor, knees up. Open your chest. So your palms can face, your fingers can face here, they can face away. Open your chest. So chest opener right here. Nice. Beautiful. One more breath. And on your next inhale, just coming out of it, making your way up to all fours. We'll bring a little bit more into the spine with our cat-cows. So you want your wrists right under your shoulders, knees under hips. As you inhale, let that belly drop down, lift and open the heart. And on the exhale, pull the navel to the spine, let the chin follow. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Use the belly. Use the abdominal muscles to make the movement happen. You got it right there. A couple more times. Beautiful. Welcome, everyone. One more. Inhale through your cow. Exhale for your cat, round that belly up. Hold for your inhale. And then on your exhale, let your glutes set back to your heels. Walk your fingers forward as you come into child's pose. Try to make your spine long, pulling your ears away from your shoulders. Yet you're still reaching your fingers forward also. Then on our inhale, pull the navel to the spine as you come up to all fours. Bring those shoulders or the wrists right back underneath your shoulders. We'll take this right leg. We're going to extend it out long, but point the toe. Swing it over to the left side of the body. Press through the right hip. Look over the left shoulder. Opening that side right rib cage. Now, if you want a little bit more here, you can take this left hand, reach it forward, thumb up, and open the hand behind you. That's going to bring more strength into this right arm, but it's also more pressure on your wrist. So listen to your body. And then if you're reaching that left hand, try to gaze back at your thumb. Take the inhale. On the exhale, bring that left hand back down center. Take that right leg, reach it out to the side, and try to press into the flat bottom of the right foot. Walk the hands in, come up. So I'm actually trying to press all the way into my right foot. Now I might lift and roll into the big toe a little bit, that's okay. But press for it. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. On the exhale, let this right hand slide down and reach over with the left arm. Gate pose. And then take your gaze and gaze up at your left elbow. Nice. Then on our inhale, we'll come back up center. On our exhale, this left hand will come down. Right arm stays right where it was and lift this left leg. That little side plank, right? There's our strength right there. Feel that work through your hip. Flex your right foot. Can you lift it a little bit higher? 2 more breaths. Hang on. A little shaky. 1 more. And then as you come back up, pull that knee in. Arms come up and back down to all fours. We'll do all that through the left side. So inhale, that left leg reaches long and then over to the right side. Press through the right hip or left hip, look over the right shoulder. Staying here or adding that right arm. Gaze back over the right shoulder or try to look at that right thumb. One more complete breath. And then we take one last inhale. As you exhale, plant the hand down. Bring that left leg out to the left. Try to press through the bottom of the left foot. Walk the hands in. Come up. Nice. So I'm trying to really match. So my ankle is kind of rotated a little bit as I try to press all the way through. Take the inhale and the exhale. Reach over to the left. Slide down. Beautiful. I love it. We got husbands, we got wives, we got kiddos. Everybody is looking fabulous. Then on our inhale, come up. On our exhale, this left hand just stays in the air. We slowly control, bring that right hand down, try to make it flat. Lift that left leg and flex it. And you lift it a little bit higher. Feel this glute work right here. Side glute. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, bring that hand down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Take your toes, curl them under, and make your way into that downward facing dog. Now enjoy your down dog here a little bit. Walk out your heels, right? Alternate, lift and lower. Pedal the feet. And then we're gonna lift the right heel, press the left to the ground. I want you to really roll into the right toes and then wiggle across your right toes. So you're getting a little ankle release, a little hip release, some foot release. And then drop that right foot down, lift the left heel, rock across it. Means you're just rolling around across those toes. Lots of work, lots of strength in the upper body. Try to drive your head down towards your thumbs. Your ears are right between your biceps in this downward facing dog. Then on our inhale, we're going to gently lift this right foot just a little bit. We're going to come forward and step the right foot to our hands. Now, if you need to walk it up a little bit, then you walk it up. We're going to pull our navel in and come up to this lunge position. Right there. Beautiful. Press through that back left heel. Pull the navel to the spine, hips, shoulders squared forward. Trying to bring our biceps right up by our ears. Nice strong lunge. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to bring my hands down behind our back, interlace them if you can. Open your chest straight forward. So right now I'm still facing forward. But from here, I'm going to let this left heel rotate in. As my heel rotates in, my shoulders are going to angle out. And I'm going to lift up a little bit more. Then on my exhale, I'm going to start to fold that upper body forward. My right shoulder will come right inside this right knee. My arms come overhead, humble warrior. Maybe I can sink down a little lower into that front right knee, challenging it. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to lower those arms and they're going to reach right out from my shoulders. So my arms are like in a downward facing dog, but my legs are in warrior. I'm in warrior dog. And then I'm going to start to walk my hands back in a little closer to my body. Let my body open to the left side and come into this forward fold. So my legs are wide. And then take your toes and turn your toes towards each other so that your toes are a little bit closer than your heels. And feel that stretch come down your outer shin. Yes, perfect. Just wanted to stand up, make sure everybody's got it. Yes, you have it right there. Now on our inhale, lift our chest halfway. Take your right foot and point it back to the right. Your left foot is right where it needs to be. Walk your hands towards this right leg and you're right down here in this low lunge. We're going to step the right foot back, coming into downward facing dog. Nice. And then we're going to gently inhale the left leg this time. Start to step it through, trying to make it all the way to our hands, but it may not. Pull the navel in, come up, lunge, and sink down. Trying to press through that back right heel. Try to open those hands. Those biceps are by your ears, but watch your shoulders. Here's my shoulders pulling up. Pull the shoulders down. Feel that strength in your back. Pull your navel to your spine. Lift your pelvic floor muscles. Take an inhale. On the exhale, the arms sweep behind. Chest does not move here. Inhale, open the chest, still angled forward. Back right heel is slightly lifted. Now this is where I change it. I turn the right heel in. The right heel sways my chest. Take an inhale, lift the heart. On the exhale, this left shoulder comes down inside the left knee. The arms rise overhead, humble warrior. Couple of breaths right here, feeling the balance. Try to sink a little bit lower into that front left knee. Take the inhale. On the exhale, we're just going to release our hands straight out from our shoulders. So you're seeing my back view here. Sorry about that. All right, those arms are reaching straight out. Then I'm going to walk my hands over to that right. I'm coming into this forward fold, but I'm going to change things up here. I'm going to walk my heels in. I'm going to turn around and face you. So my heels are maybe a foot or so apart. And I'm going to start to sink down, coming into my malasana. So down into the squatty position. You can see here I'm moving around a little bit. That's okay, move around. Loosen up those hips. Nice. And then if you can, try to lower the heels if they'll lower. Right? You might need to be up on your toes. Maybe bring the hands to your heart, pressing your inner thighs away into full malasana pose. Nice. Now, there's a lot of challenge on the ankles, the shins. Right, so find the place where it works for you. Can you hang out here for another breath or two? Ah, yes, you can. Take an inhale. On your exhale, release the hands. Now, you all should be facing the left. As you raise your glutes into the air, I want you to just walk your hands so they're towards the front of the mat. Step your left foot in to meet your right, and we're in a forward fold, feet underneath the hips. And then this is where you can take the hands, reach up, grab elbow to elbow, let that upper body hang. If you don't like being upside down, no worries. You can lift your chest halfway. You could come to a stand if you like. We're just here for a few more breaths. And the whole thing we're trying to do here is just let the upper body be almost weightless. Take the inhale. On the exhale, fingertips plant on the ground. Start to lift the chest halfway. Let your hands come up onto your shins so you can really get this nice, flat, long back. Gaze at the ground. Pull the navel into your spine. Lift the pelvic floor muscles. Feel that strength through the back side of your body. Take an inhale. On your exhale, lower the glutes down. And inhale, arms up, chair right there. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to come up and play with some balance work. So as you inhale, stand up. And we'll bring that right knee up with us. Flexing that right foot. Now you can stay right here. This is as far as you have to go with your balance. You could also hold on if you choose, or we're going to try to start to connect this. So right first two fingers and your thumb, and you reach down for your big toe. Right? You can stay right there. This is a beginner class, so do not feel you have to take it all the way, but I know some of you in here can. So if you want to take more, you could start to straighten this leg out in front of you. You could even bring it to the side. Right? So just play with that a little bit. Just play with that balance. Right? You can simply stay right here. 2 more breaths. Wherever you are. Beautiful. And on your exhale, sink down into that chair. This is the toughest step right here. On our inhale, we're going to come up and bring the left leg up. So we're just going to play with all that on the other side. It's play, right? This is a practice. This is not, a perfection. I can stay right here. I can play with connecting. I can also be holding on. I can work on straightening. To big toe. I can work on bringing it out to the side. Now you can use a wall too. I love to come find a wall sometimes and then lean my body against the wall and use that wall to help me balance. So that's always an option there. Ah, nice work, everybody. And then you can step out of it when you feel ready. We'll take a big inhale. Our arms will reach up in the sky. On our big exhale, we'll reach down to the ground. Plant the hands onto the ground, come down to your knees, and set back into a child's pose. Take a few breaths here in child's pose. Be proud of yourself. You just did some nice balancing work, some strength work, some deep hip opening work. Take a moment just to enjoy that. And on our inhale, we'll slowly make our way up to all fours and do a little bit more core strengthening work here. So I'm going to turn at an angle so you can kind of see all the body parts of it. We're going to take that right foot, extend it long, flex it. Now, if you can see yourself in a mirror or your TV screen, what you're trying to do is not let your leg, be anywhere except straight out of the hip. Hold the navel into the spine and see if you can take this left hand, thumbs up, fingers spread. Nice. Now you can stay right here. We're going to start to open this out. We're going to start to take the leg out to the right and the arm out to the left. And I want you to go to where you think you can't go anymore, and then try to go another 1/4 of an inch. Gaze at the ground. Hold it. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. Then on an inhale, control it. Come back in slowly. Exhale, release. Shake it out a little bit. We got one more side. A little strength work here. And here we go. We'll take the left leg. So same thing. That left leg's going to reach long. Navel's going to pull in. Right arm's going to reach. Thumbs up. Try to reach long. Try to get your fingertips as far away from your heel as you can. Then on an inhale, start to open both out to the side. Gaze at the ground. Keep moving, moving, moving. When you think you can't move anymore, try to go 1/4 of an inch more. Hold. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. Just hold the pose. And then on an inhale, bring it in. On an exhale, release. And set back child's pose. You just gotta feel that all the way through your obliques. Take a breather right here. Nice. On our inhale, we'll come up to all fours. We're gonna take our ankles, you're gonna just cross them behind you, and then set back onto your body. Hang out right there for just a second. I'm gonna lower my camera so you can see me a little more in detail down here on the ground. We're gonna practice some floor poses on our way down to our back. So from here, bring the feet onto the mat. Start by maybe bringing your hands onto your hamstrings. Pull your shoulder blades down your back, set nice and tall. And then right here at our hips, we're gonna hinge back. We're just gonna go as far as we can still hold on to our hamstrings to start. Nice. And then we're gonna see if we can lift our right foot. Still holding our hamstrings, lift our left foot. Right there. Now you can stay right here, my friends. You can start to flex your feet and point. Flex and point. One more. Hold the point. Let's see if we can let go of our arms. Right there. Can you straighten your legs without losing control of the upper body? And breathe. Hug it and give yourself this nice big hug. And then we're going to try to control as we roll down onto our back. So hugging your knees in, pull the navel into the spine, round the back, and you roll down and give yourself this great big hug down on the floor. A few breaths right here, just enjoying the moment. We're going to bring the legs up to tabletop. So we're going to come into reverse tabletop. So my knees are right over my hips. My knees are slightly apart. Flex your feet. Contract your abdominal muscles, but I'm not pulling my knees into my chest and lifting my tailbone. Right? I'm resting right there on my sacrum. If you take your hands, there's a little bit of space here in your low back, right? It's not pressed into the ground. And we're going to take our hands and place them right here on our quads. So my hands are on my quads, and I'm going to do a little isometric work here. Press the quads into the hands and press the hands into the quads. Lift your pelvic floor muscles, pull your navel to your spine, and feel your entire body working. And then I want you to breathe in your nose and blow out through your mouth 3 times. Inhale. Blow out. Inhale. Blow out. Hang on to it. Yes, you can. One more. Inhale. Blow out. Hug the knees. Let out a big ah. Breathe. Just a little bit of articulation through our spine. And then we'll really start to bring it down. So drop your feet to the ground right behind your hips. So the closer they are into your glutes, the little bit higher you'll be able to lift, but also the little bit more strength that will be required. Plant your hands at your side, palms down, thumbs facing into you. Now I want you to lift your tailbone here. Flatten the low back, lift the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, and start to round up, articulating. Can you round up one vertebrae at a time? And keep going as high as you can go Your neck will start to flatten out slightly. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Can you almost get them to touch? And then as we come down, try to lower from the top vertebrae all the way down. When we get here in our low back, it wants to start lowering. Our glutes want to lower before the low back. Don't let it. Tuck that tailbone up, squeeze the glutes. Release. Take those knees, pull them into your armpits. Let yourself rock around. Tough steps over. Some nice easy stretches. And if you're sticking around for yin, you're going to get even more stretches. Roll your ankles. And then maybe lift those feet slightly, grab them into happy baby. Begin to let go of any kind of contraction in your arms. Let your arms just hang on your feet. Arms just hanging. Take some nice breaths here. And we'll bring the knees in, letting go of the left foot, bringing the hand onto the left hamstring and guiding the right ankle onto the left quad. And we can start to pull in on the left hamstring as you press out on that right inner thigh. So I like to sometimes just let my right elbow rest on the ground and use the palm of my hand to push away. You can do that. Or you can reach between the legs and interlace the fingers behind the hamstring and use your elbow. A few breaths here. Welcome. If you're starting to come in for yin, we are just finishing up beginning yoga. Feel free to jump in and join us. Start to let go of the left hamstring. Bring the right hand onto the right hamstring and guide that left ankle in over the right quad. Same thing, pull in on the right hamstring. Maybe use your hand to press out on the left inner thigh, or maybe interlace the hands behind the hamstring. Reclining for stretch. Nice. And then gently release. Uncross the left ankle. The inner feet come together. Start to let the knees come apart. And recline those legs down into reclining butterfly. Hang out right there for a moment. Let me just and this phone did not mute automatically. So Chris Mariano, for some reason the computer's not letting me mute you. So Chris Mariano, I can't see the whole last name. So if you could mute from your end, there should be a little mute button. I don't know why it's not letting me mute you. But that way you won't have to worry about what's being said and we all hearing it. All right, so welcome everybody that's starting to come in for yin. We have an official minute before yin starts. So if you are finishing up beginner yoga with us, feel free to take those legs and just stretch them out long coming into the Shavasana. Now, if you're coming in for yin or you're doing both, we're going to get the Shavasana at the end of that. So feel free to just kind of start transitioning yourself up, maybe get some water, that sort of thing. And we'll just take this 45 seconds here to kind of find the place that works best for you. So welcome everybody joining us for yin. Thank you so much. If you are